What up, big brother? Man, the mafia. Are you serious? Are you serious? Why y'all allowed the mafia to go on for so long? Yeah, Chicago, I'm talking to you, gang. Y'all supposedly so gangster. Ain't now one of y'all GDs and BDs more gangster than the mafia. What you gonna do about it? Nah, don't question what I'm saying. You know I'm telling the truth. Ain't now one of y'all more gangster than the mafia. Y'all ain't stepped to the mafia. Y'all ain't stepped to them. You see, we ain't had no mafia down here. It wasn't none of that. Yeah, nigga gonna die about their respect. It wasn't none of that mafia activity. Yeah. So what's up? Why y'all allowed it to go on for so long? Don't blame it on the police. I thought y'all mess with the police. Yeah. I can't stand the nigga that say, hey, we don't fuck with the dicks. Hey, come on, thug. Are you serious? Bro, that is a mentality that gangster niggas put on all black people. Don't put that mentality on me, nigga. I call the laws if I want to. Wrong with you. And what you gonna do about it? Yeah, when I figured out the laws was the most powerful weapon against niggas, why wouldn't I use it? Why wouldn't I use it? That's why they say don't call the law, because they know for a fact the law's gonna get their ass in order. Yeah, that's why you feel me? Real deal. Oh, I'm a narc. Peep this dude. Lame man nigga ain't got no ties to the streets talking about narc. That's that meat rider mentality. I can't stand people like him, gang. Get out of here, gang. Please. I'm not gonna raise my voice with you today because I already whooped you yesterday. Please get out of here, gang. Y'all see him? He got that little black eye. I gave that boy a black eye. I told you I was gonna whoop you yesterday. Why you thought I was playing? Look at him. Everybody laugh at him, gang. Laugh at this fool. Yeah. You're just a duck. Like, are you serious? Whatever, dude. But strictly though, man, like, the mafia, I ain't like, allowing somebody to control somebody with fear, they kind of sound like Hitler to me, you hear me? He had a whole little regime and they control people with fear. I ain't lying to you. Man, all that fear, man, stop, you hear me? With a nigga like me, just stop, gang. You not finna control me with fear. I'm sorry, but I grew up in America, man. The land of the free, supposedly. It's free, it's freer for most, and for others, it's just free. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's still the land of the free type ish. Like, would you rather grow up in Mexico? Like, come on, gang. We do not want to grow up there. Hey, man, like, they police is really a gang. They talking about New York and all that. Man, it's Mexico, kinfolk, real deal. But strictly, like, I love where I grew up, gang, because it allowed me to build my own mindset, big brother, and kind of like fear don't control me, you know? It don't control me in the slightest. If I lived in Chicago and it was the mafia running around, I wouldn't have been scared of no GDs and BDs and all that stuff like that. I'd have been like, hey, y'all stay in the house now. You know the mafia out there, they trying to break legs, fingers, and ankles. Yeah, keep that rod, and I give my little one a rod. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, I give my little one a big Glock. Yeah, had that boy with that big 40 Glock, bigger than this motherfucking hand. Real deal. I'd be like, hey, any one of them come up to you with any of that activity, blow them up. Yeah, real deal. Do them like that boy Ted Kozowski. What's that dude that was the most smartest man in the world? No, not the most smartest man in the world. He was the most smartest criminal ever. He was like Ted Kozowski, something, bro. He was a real isolated individual. It's like he was like a genius, like literally a genius. The nigga was a prodigy, gang. He went to Harvard and everything, graduated in 3 years instead of 4. He became a teacher, but he was so socially awkward to the point to where he just couldn't fit in life. So that nigga just kind of like, he removed himself from society in total. He was a virgin, by the way. But I think he was just sexually frustrated, honestly. Cause like, he let out his angers on the world because he think the world did him something even though he was socially awkward. How did the world do you anything because you socially awkward? That makes no sense. You supposedly a genius on paper, but you're not a genius when it comes to street smarts, gang. Like, how can you not hold a conversation with the most lower level individual of life, a child? You can't hold a conversation with a child, gang. Like, and then you mad at the world for that? Maybe you should need to build up your people skills, Ted. Seriously. But Slide, this ain't about little Ted, you know what I'm saying? Because he in the dirt, real deal. But, yeah, though, gang, like, all the timing guns and all that, like that, I kind of like the timing gun, but I feel like that motherfucker got too much recoil. Like, it's, like, he got a lot of recoil. Real deal, like, imagine just walking around with that big bitch. Like, it's slightly intimidating, yeah, it is. Because if you was ever in a little MAFIA room and they just called you up in there and then you see them two guards just at the door, they got the big timers just like this. And he like, oh, come here, let me talk to you. Yeah, so I hear you in the city and you're defaming the mafia's name. He hitting a cigar. Now what are we gonna do about that? Are you gonna pay up? Or are we gonna have to cut some fingers? Like that, hold on, I ain't talking about cut some fingers. Whoa, what you mean? No, we gonna have to cut some fingers. What the, you talking about defaming the mafia name? Yeah, so if you got two options, baby, your finger or your life. Shit, but why you trying to damn, whoa, what you mean my finger or my life? That's a hard one. What you gonna pick? Cause I'm gonna be honest, gang. I'm not letting no nigga put my hand on no table and slice one of my fingers off. It just would not happen, bro. But like, getting filled up with all that little from two of them timers in the corner, man, that's vicious, thug. What would you do? Man, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm straight hooking that boy. I'm hitting him in the jaw. And then after I hit him, they gonna do me daddy. You hear me? They gonna straight fill me up with buku lead. But it is what it is. He gonna be left with something that remember me as every day he look in the mirror, he gonna see his eye, he gonna be like, he put this on my face. I want y'all to go after his mom. Like, damn, they gonna go after my people. Oh, they is gonna go after my people if I put that on that boy's face. Well, I ain't lying, son. Just eradicate my whole bloodline, cause you not cutting my finger off, son. I feel like this the most, like, the most harshest thing ever in the world. Like, bro, imagine growing up with every body part that you ever had in your life, you hear me? And then one day you just gotta get one of your little body parts amputated either surgically or through the methods of another person with no anesthesia. Like, gang, I don't want to lose a body part regardless. If I ever lose a body part, nigga, that's body dysmorphia for real. Like, some people be having body dysmorphia because they be fat, then went skinny, and they still think they fat and all that stuff like that. But, like, gang, I'm not studying none of that. That's just illogical, my nigga. Like, if you don't want to get back fat, then clearly stop eating, bud. Starve yourself. Become anorexic, literally, to where they got to pump water in your veins for nutrients. Ain't that what them IV bags is? Yeah, nah. What is them? What's in them IV bags, boy? Cause they say them IV bags are rejuvenator, nigga. Cause I ain't lying. I never got my blood drawn. Like, my mom was always like, we gotta figure out your blood type. Cause you never know we got. And I'm just like, man, I seen my sister get her blood drawn by that butterfly knife. And the nurse couldn't find the vein. You think you finna repeatedly keep stabbing my vein looking for not vein. You think you finna repeatedly keep stabbing my little arm looking for a vein? Is you stupid? One, you not putting scars on my skin. I told you, son, I'm a sculpture. I'm a sculpture. Like, when I was a little one, I ain't too much care about scars. But now that I'm older and I got a little brain on my head or whatever, I'm slight like, man, ain't none of that. Nobody is not allowed to put any scars on my face. You hear me? On my face, my body, my toes, nothing. Nothing. I told you I got beautiful feet for a man. Like, nigga, my feet is genuinely like, they crystal clear. Like, I don't got no black spots on my feet. They not dingy because I put lotion on them. None of that. My feet is genuinely beautiful. I get compliments from females about my feet, gang. I'm not scared to just let the socks off. I don't have ugly toes or nothing. But, like, that's why I say I'm a sculpture, gang. And I refuse for this sculpture to be just did disgustingly. Because you know something I noticed about a lot of men? Bro, if y'all just put in just the tiniest bit of care, you would last a whole lot longer than you do, bro. Cause it's like, man, a lot of niggas, when I dap them up, I always notice how they hands be so ashy, son. Like you don't see no ash on my hand. I always notice how a nigga hand be so ashy, bro. And I'm just like, that's how y'all get them rough hands. You don't get no rough hands off working. You get rough hands off not taking care of your hands, not moisturizing your hands, gang. You don't have to have a skincare routine. Who has a skincare routine? What's the purpose of that? Literally, the purpose of a skincare routine is none. The only time I'm exfoliating my face is if I got bumps on my face. You hear me? But if my face crystal clear, man, what am I doing a skincare routine for? You better get that little lotion. And you don't even gotta put lotion on every day, cause like your skin become dependent. You hear me? Cause like it start remembering that like you put lotion on every day. Yeah, dude, it's just like how your brain, you try to manipulate people when you know you can get something out of them. That's how your skin work, you hear me? So it's like, you put lotion on probably like 5 days out the week, 2 days out the week, don't put no lotion on, you hear me? Don't put none on, not even on your hands, nothing. Cause let your skin know that they gotta create that serum, whatever that's called, that little oil that be on your skin. I forgot what his name, but I know it starts with an S and it's like serum, something like that. You know, you search it up, you'll catch it. You're real deal. You catch my drift, big brother. You dig? But it's like, when you see that little picture of that boy digging that grave, and then you got one dude with the cigar in his hand, then you got another dude, he got that banger in his hand. I ain't lying. That's really like the lifestyle. Like, if I was ever to get into a gang, that is what I want my gang to look like. Like, man, we not running this bitch with flags on our head, letting everybody know we straight uncivilized individuals and we walk around ready for action. Dude, you're completely so inconspicuous. Nigga, we know you in a gang. You ain't supposed to, ain't nobody supposed to know that. Like, you don't know nothing about me at all, in the slightest. You don't know what I do outside this camera, and that's how I like it, real deal. But like, I could be, you know. You never know, gang. I could be slanging that iron for real outside of this camera. You'll never know, because I'll never tell you. You just perceive whatever you want about me, real deal. But it's like, if I was MAFIA for a fact, you hear me? Because I don't respect them, but I respect them because it's like, man, how y'all let organizations just go on for so long, untouched? Police know about it and everything. Police know you cutting fingers. Police know you batting niggas with the drum. Police know y'all getting active for real. This is a family. Fat man at the table with the cigar in his mouth and he eating dinner with his boys. And then he got the newest main top shotter. He like, hey, come here. Come to the table. You're not welcome to the family. This is how we eat. We eat like king. Yeah, king. Get used to it. Because this is how you'll be living as long as you're under Tommy Marciano. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, you gang, man, you gang niggas ain't nothing like that. You gang niggas is envious, man. Y'all ain't got no structure. Well, y'all Chicago ain't got now drop of structure compared to the mafia. The police couldn't even get up with them, gang. Literally. But y'all do make better music than them. I guess y'all got a little perk off that, cause like, if you got something, you make music, but like, once again, they inconspicuous. You not inconspicuous. You walk around with a flag on your head, with a mean mug and a banger. You scan all the white people. Real deal. Is that why white people say they used to be scared of the big bad black man? Maybe that's why it's saying, cause you always walk around with a mean mug on your face, but like, I'm a victim of that too, you know what I'm saying? I'm a victim of that. But like, I don't walk around with a mean mug on my face on purpose, bro. Cause I remember when I was a child and I didn't know my features was prominent, you hear me? And I used to go to the doctors, the school, everywhere, son. Anywhere I went, when I met somebody new, bro, they always used to tell me, what's wrong with him? Why he so mad? Oh, what you did to your child? Why is he so mad? And I'm just like, I'm not mad. I just got a straight face. And then over the years, I slight noticed it's because of my eyebrows, gang. My eyebrows is arched. So when I got a straight face, I look like I'm mad. You know? Like when I'm just monotone, just talking to you, I look like I'm slight annoyed or I'm mad or something, you know? And it's really not me even trying, big brother. It's just how my eyes is. That's why when I get expressive and all this shit like that, you hear me? I disarm my character. Now you see me as something that's very inviting. You know what I'm saying? Once I figured that out, I was like, I slight got a superpower. Cause like when you look at me at first glance, I look intimidating. You hear me? I look exactly like what you wouldn't think. Real deal. And then that's probably how I made so many friends over my life. Cause it's like, bro, niggas be so interested in me, bro. Cause I never walked up to any one of my friends, ever. And I was like a magnet for friends. I was never the type, hi, my name is, what's your name? No, gang, I'd sit down, be quiet, wouldn't say shit to you. And then nigga would just walk up to me and start conversating, and then my conversation would end up making us locked in like a motherfucking locked in like two bitches sizzling. Real deal. But like slide, I love it though, cause it's my superpower, big brother. Yes, Lord. Yeah, it's my superpower. And I know my kids gonna be so beautiful. They gonna be so beautiful, cause they daddy just looks so they daddy just a sculpture. And then I just get a little delicate, little pretty little woman to have my little babies. Oh my, boy, boy, them kids gonna be something. Oh, I'm gonna be down there envious of my kid. I'm gonna be like, nigga, you look better than me. I'm down there envious, bitch. But you still my little one, so I love you. Bring it in. Give me a hug. Yeah, bro, give me a hug, nigga. You my little one. Let me kiss the forehead. Shit. We ain't doing no lip kisses. None of that. None of that. Head no. It's, you think I ain't none weird about that? You think I ain't none weird about a lip kiss? I'm gonna be honest, gangster. A lip kiss is overly weird. I would never just, okay, good night. No. Why am I kissing you on your lips for? It's good night. Bring your forehead here. You hear me? And half the time it wouldn't even bring your forehead here. It'll just be, you hear me? You know, Pop's just running this, he just running this little flapper. You hear me? Ain't none of that bedtime story. I'm not giving none of my little ones a bedtime story at all. They gonna get Pops just yapping. Pops just talking about anything. I'm not doing. So the three little sheeps went to the pasture. And the three little sheeps, they were so just like, nah, gang, we not doing none of that. Pops talking about like, I ain't gonna lie, girl. Today was a rough one, you know? But I made it through. Just looking at you just make me feel better. You know that? You just got that little touch about you. Just uplifting her spirit. Making her character so strong and unimpenetrable like her daddy. Real. But off that though, man. Yeah. I can't give you the sauce. Because if your little one become great, mine has to be greater. And that's more work on my part. Real deal. But, man, pretty much like, do I respect the mafia? I mean, I don't respect nobody that try to scare people with fear tactics and none of that. Because it's like, you don't have to scare people. If your presence is imposing enough, you don't have to scare people 24/7 because once you get serious, niggas know what it is. Real deal. Like, that's why I just love me, gang. Like, I'm too unpredictable. Like, you don't know what's the next move, you know? Like, I could be joking with you, and then the next moment, I'm putting my hands on you. You feel me? Just like I did dude yesterday for playing with me. Hey, look at him. He still got that black eye. Yeah, laugh at that nigga again. Laugh, gang, laugh. I know it's hard to laugh on command, but do a chuckle, smile, smirk, something. Yeah. I want him to feel so embarrassed. Yeah. Don't ever discredit me. Don't ever down talk me. Don't ever look at me in a way that make me feel uncomfortable. Don't none of that, little dude. Strictly. But yeah, though, gangster, like they used to walk around with the big boy suits, you hear me? The big boy timing, and they'll have the accents, and they a real deal family, son. Like gang leaders is not families with they recruits, you hear me? Like, man, California, man, y'all is so fake structured, man. Y'all ain't structured like the mob. This ain't no family with the mob. You hear me? Like, I slight respect them more than any black gang. And it's down bad, bro. How the Italians, the white men, do it the best? How they do it the best, and this ain't even a lifestyle, bro? It's because niggas is so envious. Yeah, yeah. I done got to the root of the problem. It's because niggas is so envious and jealous of one another. They don't want to see now nigga go up further than them. Cause once they up further than them, it's like they value is slight decreased. You know what I'm saying? Like you could put on a little recruit or whatever, and then you was top shooter. You hear me? You was catching hats every week, but that boy catching multiple every week. Now he top hitter. Now you envious of that boy, cause he done took your little spotlight. But like in reality, why you don't try to go up to that man and learn his little tactics, you devil? You evil bastard. You think I'm gonna glorify it? You still evil and hateful as hell? Like, come on, gang. I don't think it's nothing to take a life, honestly. It might sound heartless, but I don't think it's nothing, you know? Because it's like, if anybody ever took you to that point to where it's like, they so gotta leave their body, I feel like it's justified. Because why you took me though? You hear me? But if you just doing it for money and all duh, that's when it's gonna get to your head. Because it's like, you ain't got no ties to these people at all. They ain't do nothing to you. But like, if you just on some self-defense or on some protecting your honor and your pride and your respect, big brother, I don't feel like it's nothing. Real deal. At all. In the slightest. Are you a machine? Nah, I'm not a machine, gang. I'm a warrior! I'm a warrior, gang! I ain't no damn machine. I'm a goon. Strictly. I'm top goon. But, man, yeah. Chicago, get yourself in order. Yeah, get yourself in order, cause like strictly, how y'all let the mafia be better than all y'all BDs and GDs, and they was more well known than y'all? Real. Man, just look at them. They look like top rank. They look like top rank officials. Like, come on, thug. Man, that nigga there, the dude that's lighting up the cigar, man, that nigga got aura. That would have been me. I swear to God. If I was in the mafia and they like, hey, let's take an off-guard picture. I'm straight in that bit lighting up the cigar, not looking at the camera. I'm not finna be the dude with the banger. Cause shit, let the police see that. Hey, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing. Don't come quiet. I ain't did nothing. And I definitely wouldn't have been the dude digging. No. I would have been the nigga right there on that dirt with the cigar. You hear me? Smoking that boy. Putting him in the air. Relax, gang. Are you plotting? No, I'm not plotting. I was just stating the obvious. I just say he had the most lit aura in the whole picture, you know? Chill, bro, cause they gon' actually you don't gotta chill. Who cares what they think? You right. Cause I was just finna check you about that. I don't care what now nigga think. Strictly. But man, y'all know how I get though, dick. Man, fall with me. Don't fall without me, bitch. I'm gone.